Please rise. Welcome. Welcome. For those that don't know me, I'm Rachel Purdy, and I've known Alyssa since the start of our creative writing program in 2017. Oh, please be seated. I wrote that on here and I forgot. I'm so sorry. No, this will be a standing ceremony. For those that don't know me, I'm Rachel Purdy, and I've known Alyssa since the start of our creative writing program in 2017. I've known Lars since he entered Alyssa's life about a year later. And I was honored when they asked me to officiate this wedding, especially since I was somewhat skeptical of the man who broke Alyssa's nose during their first meeting. I'm sure many of you know their origin story, but I believe that if this type of violence was the beginning of a romantic comedy, Alyssa would have ended up with the guy who comforted her rather than Lars who bonked her nose. That guy's name was Piers, and it would be at this exact moment that he would be interrupting this wedding. I guess he couldn't make it, and that's also why I'm not in charge of writing their love story. Alyssa and Lars have written their own adventuresome and romantic story, from a first date sandwiched between rhinoplasty appointments to falling in love in Washington, D.C., where they had been circling each other for years, to moving in together, to adopting Seneca, the sweetest puppy, to moving across the country to Denver to embark on new climbs and new challenges, to here now with all of you to celebrate in this picturesque setting at Camp Iroquois and at Saranac Lake where Alyssa spent her childhood, and in the Adirondacks where Lars proposed. The ritual of a wedding is an important chapter of Lars and Alyssa's story. This ritual, which connects them to their parents and their grandparents and their relatives before them, is an intentional way of honoring their heritage. After the ceremony, we will all participate in the pebble toss, which is an ancient Celtic tradition where we make wishes for the couple as we throw pebbles into Saranac Lake to connect Lars and Alyssa with their ancestors, the land, and all of you. A few of Lars and Alyssa family members and friends have selected readings that they'd like to share with you today. These represent the love and friendship Lars and Alyssa feel for each other. I'd like to introduce Leland Hodgkins with our first reading.
So I'm Leland Hodgkins. Can you all hear me okay? The best part about this is they don't know what I'm about to read. So this is a essay called All I Know About Love, written by Neil Gaiman, who is probably my favorite writer and someone that Lars introduced me to, so very special to me as well. This is everything I have to tell you about love. Nothing. This is everything I've learned about marriage. Nothing. Only that the world out there is complicated, and there are beasts in the night, and delight, and pain. And the only thing that makes it okay, sometimes, is to reach out a hand in the darkness and find another hand to squeeze, and not to be alone. It's not the kisses, or never just the kisses, it's what they mean. Somebody's got your back. Somebody knows your worst self and somehow doesn't want to rescue you or send for the army to rescue them. It's not two broken halves becoming one. It's the light from a distant lighthouse bringing you both safely home, because home is wherever you both are together. So this is everything I have to tell you about love and marriage. Nothing. Like a book without pages or a forest without trees, because there are things you cannot know before you experience them, because no study can prepare you for the joys or the trials, because nobody else's love, nobody else's marriage is like yours. And it's a road you can only learn by walking it. A dance you cannot be taught, a song that did not exist before you began together to sing. And because in the darkness, you will reach out a hand, not knowing for certain if someone else is even there, and your hands will meet, and then neither of you will ever need to be alone again. That's all I know about love. I'd like to introduce Clementine as our next reader.
That was beautiful. Beautiful.
Hello everyone, Alyssa, Lars. The reading I chose today is a song from John Butler Trio. I chose this song for your love of water and sailing, which I hope one day takes you all the way to Perth. The song is called Tahitian Blue. And here goes the song. Sail your ship up on the shore with battered mast and broken oar. Lay me aboard to play my part by letting me into your heart. I've got only good to give. I've got one life to live, and there is no place I'd rather be than with you on the seven seas. You love me and I love you deeper than Tahitian blue. So let my arms be the bay. May my heart anchor you through all those waves. May my eyes be the lighthouse to your home. May my love keep you float. Legs are shaking on dry land. If you should fall, take my hand, and I'll pick you right back again. Tell me now where you've been, when ruthless storming winds are blowing you, and you don't know which way you're going. Let my arms be the bay. May my heart anchor you through all those waves. May my eyes be the lighthouse to your home. May my love keep you float. Come on, we can only assume, 'cause after the cold night comes the sun. We got the right to enjoy this life and have some fun. But you got the key to your cage. You got the keys, so you must be brave. It's only your life you can save. You're deeper than Tahitian blue. You love me and I love you, deeper than Tahitian blue.
Thank you, Clementine, and thank you, Leland. Before the wedding ceremony, I wanted to devote some time to researching marriage. So naturally, I've been devouring romance novels on my Kindle. God forbid anyone sees me read a paperback version. I'm now ready for all the Bridgerton movies to be released. The romance genre has very few requisites on marriage. It can be in space, it can be during the Norman conquest of England, it can be scandalous, or it can be devoutly Christian. The main requirement is that the love story should have an emotionally satisfying and optimistic ending. And this is why so many of these books stop at the wedding. But there are a few books that begin at the wedding, where the characters marry first and then come to a much better understanding after they live together, fight over a silly argument, offer a grand gesture, and eventually become more complete versions of themselves. I think this plot is more representative of your story. Lars, you mentioned that marriage involves sacrifice. It's about giving up what you want for what we need. Marriage is the willingness to carry the other person when they need carrying and to tolerate being carried when you do. You need Alyssa to become the person you could not become alone while growing to see the world differently together. Alyssa, you said that marriage means committing to learning who someone is over and over again, while accepting that we are also constantly changing and evolving individually. You said that you've never felt so connected to Lars as when you finally step back just enough to watch him be who he is, which is a person so full of goodness you can't stop admiring him. And Lars, you mentioned something similar about Alyssa too. You told me she loves everyone. She wants the best for everyone. She wants to be kind to everyone, do anything for everyone, to help the whole world out with whatever needs helping. You both probably could have married with Alyssa's nose still bloody and broken, her calling you a klutz, Lars starting to fall in love, and it would have worked out. And Alyssa, you even told me that if there's anything you could change about your relationship, it would be meeting Lars earlier in your life. Although you recognize that you wouldn't have the love story you have now, and you wouldn't have spent your 20s learning who you are. You are here today before all of your best beloved to make your vows with intention and purpose. And it also seems serendipitous that on the way to your wedding in Montreal, I stumbled across a poet sitting on a skateboard on Rue St. Paul writing poems on his typewriter for donations. And I had to commission one for both of you for this moment. I couldn't bring Blue Jay Walker here with me today, but I will read a section of his poem. How fate brought you, Alyssa and Lars, together here amidst the trees and the breeze. Hear the song on the wind carried sweetly. It is love in the moment and love in the future. Hold it close, know it well, let it be. And now for our final reading, here's one of my favorite poets who has never written poetry on a skateboard to my knowledge, Kaylee McHale.
Okay, so this poem is called A Blessing for a Wedding, which is very appropriate, by the poet Jane Hirschfield. Today, when persimmons ripen, today when fox kits come out of their den into snow, today when the spotted egg releases its wren song, today when the maple sets down its red leaves, today when windows keep their promise to open, today when fire keeps its promise to warm, today when someone you love has died or someone you never met has died, today when someone you love has been born or someone you will not meet has been born, today when rain leaps to the waiting of roots in their dryness, today when starlight bends to the roofs of the hungry and tired, today when someone sits long inside his last sorrow, today when someone steps into the heat of her first embrace, today, let this light bless you. With these friends, let it bless you. With snow scent and lavender, bless you. Let the vow of this day keep itself wildly and holy, spoken and silent, surprise you inside your ears, sleeping and waking unfold itself inside your eyes. Let its fierceness and tenderness hold you. Let its vastness be undisguised in all your days. I love you guys.
Thank you, Kaylee. You'll notice that during their vows, Lars and Alyssa will be holding an oathing stone. This Celtic tradition celebrates the spirit of place and transfers the wedding oaths to a sacred location. Love sworn over a stone strengthens a bond and connects two people with the wisdom of the past and the love of their families. As you listen to their beautiful vows, think about a wish you have for them. Lars and Alyssa will determine the order of the vows. Best of three.
Last one.
I've never won.
Oh man. Alyssa, Moosebug, Harkness, Devlin. You are the most beautiful soul I have ever known. Because of you, I know what matters in this life. Because of you, when it's hailing outside, I'm laughing so hard that I fart in our sleeping bag. Because of you, the future is this incredible blazing sunrise that I cannot wait to see the day of. I swear on this stone, by these waters and this land, before all our people who are our home, to always love you, to be your shield and your torch, to forgive and accept forgiveness. I swear to find joy and laughter with you in all times and places, even the dark ones. I swear to give you all that I have in body and spirit. To write you long, meandering love letters at unpredictable intervals. And to journey by your side through strange lands and wild adventures until our last sunset, and then through whatever comes after. I love you, Moosebug, and you are my best friend. I have never known happiness like I have known with you. I vow to be yours, always.
Sounds good. I don't need to apologize. I promise. I wrote something. My love, the past year has been a doozy. We've been challenged and we've suffered no insignificant amount of suffering. But also we have grown like two birch trees, spreading our branches wide, two entities under a shared sun. Our roots entwined. I'm sorry. Faucet. I got one in my bouquet.
There we go.
Thanks.
Teamwork.
You are strong when I falter. Have a tissue when I need one. Feisty when I am also feisty. You are the snorer and I the lie awaker, imagining all of the things I'm going to tell you tomorrow. You are the fiery orb that burst into my life, gathering me in your fire as you roll along, collecting experiences, crafting stories. You have grown in sensitivity where I have asked for it, while resisting any attempts I've made to craft you into something softer. In your resistance, you not only fortify our relationship, but also make me stronger and more whole in who I am.
I vow to hold you when the world is harsh, and to care for you when my sickness becomes health, and your health hopefully stays that way. But if it doesn't, you've taught me well how to be a caregiver, when to hold and when to make space. Thank you. I did not memorize my lines like my very impressive fiance. I vow to get healthy for you, because there are so many routes I have yet to lead, so many mountains I have yet to beat you down, and oceans we have yet to cross together. All I've ever wanted is to love along the length of your love. I want to crawl into who you are. I want to wear the Lars suit and know how it feels, just for a moment, to love the world as deeply as you do. It was always you. It will always be you. I can't wait to dance together as dust. But until then, let's live our lives without fear. Look over your shoulder. I'm right here. Sorry. I'm normally behind him. Right now I'm in front of him, but you know, like up any hill, I'm behind him. It's a metaphor.
That was beautiful. You can set the stone down in between you as we move on to the wedding rings. Using wedding rings designed and made by Paige, the bride's sister, let's make this official. Lars, do you, with this ring, take Alyssa to be your wife? Do you promise to love and cherish her in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Alyssa, do you, with this ring, Alyssa, do you, with this ring, take Lars to be your husband? Do you promise to love and cherish him in sickness and in health, for better, for worse, so long as you both shall live?
I do.
By the power vested in me by AmericanMarriageMinistries.com, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss. Congratulations. If everyone could please rise and follow Alyssa and Lars to the lake for the pebble toss. You can line up along the lake. We'll count it down.
Can't we just walk right through the thing?
Hi. Yeah. Thanks, Tim. We can call them.
All right. Countdown from 5. Everybody with me? Do we make a wish? Yeah, you got your wish. Everybody got your wish on this now? Wish for wish.
Where were the pebbles?
Everybody with me. 5,
I believe in
4, 3, 2, 1.